The Jewish Community of Estonia Revival Experience. Almost 30 years ago, the first legitimate association of Jewish culture was established in the USSR. It happened in Tallinn, a city which was barely visible on the Jewish map of the world. And Estonia was also the first country to grant Jews the right of cultural autonomy. In 1992, the Estonian Jewish Cultural Society became the Jewish Community of Estonia that we know today. The Hashahar, first published in 1920, was the first uncensored Jewish periodical in the entire USSR. The Jewish Cultural Society submitted a declaration on the use of the Magen David and menorah for the Society's events to the Presidium of the Supreme Soviet of the Estonian SSR. The emblem, created by Priit Herodes, is a white menorah inscribed in a blue six-pointed star and is still in use today. Many people flocked to the Assembly Hall of the Trade Union Council to attend a public Pesach celebration, the Festival of Liberation, which was organized in Tallinn for the first time in 50 years. The community has held countless Seder since, but that very first Seder, the one that plotted the vector for all subsequent ones, will forever remain in their hearts. Restoring the Maccabi Sports Association ensured victories for Jewish athletes in Estonia and abroad for many years to come. That Sunday must have been imprinted in the memory of everyone who came to the historic school building on Karu Street: students, parents, teachers, and the alumni of the pre-war Jewish grammar school. Not merely families, but entire generations came. They were distinctly different, but united in their common aspiration to rebuild this house where children will feel as equals among equals. The breeze, light and carefree as if it were still summer, was rifling the folds of the white cover thrown over a massive rectangular granite block. The point of one of the triangles forming the six-pointed Magen David against the blue sky caught the eye of everyone present. The phrase that was engraved, repeated 3 times in Estonian, Hebrew, and Yiddish, in memoriam of the Jews killed in Estonia. The community center opened its doors on the first floor of one of the former maritime vocational school buildings. The name was chosen from the Torah, telling the story of Moses, commanding those who had emerged from slavery to pass down the story of how Jews gained freedom from generation to generation. The Spring Youth Camp, L'chaim, is a new approach in informal Jewish education and a much-anticipated annual event for every Jewish student. The opening of the new Tallinn synagogue put Estonian Jewry on the front pages of local and foreign media. It was named Beit Bella in memory of Bella Berskaya, the main sponsor, Alexander Bronstein's mother. The design of the new Tallinn synagogue made it a real gem of Tallinn and undoubtedly the spiritual center of the city for the Jews. It was decided to celebrate the 15th anniversary of the restoration of the JCE with an off-site event. The organizers' vision of combining an educational and cultural seminar format with the forum model, which implies active discussion of current problems in search of solutions, was a brilliant idea. Yachad has already celebrated its 10th anniversary. Each year, the Forum of Estonian Jewry becomes the main event in the life of the community, bringing together more than 500 members of the Jewish community of Estonia. The direct work on the creation of the museum began in early 2007 when Mark Rabak arrived from Israel in his hometown, Tallinn. The museum opened its doors on December 17, 2008. The Jewish Museum hosts a permanent exhibition, library, and electronic archive and is visited annually by thousands of tourists and residents of Estonia. On January 27, 2012, a unique memorial was opened in the community center. This memory gallery displays the names of 974 Estonian Jews exterminated in the first 6 months of the Nazi occupation. The long-held dreams of opening a modern kindergarten were at last fulfilled by the community. Such a kindergarten was opened in its own building on September 8, 2013. This summery street name, Suva means summer in Estonian, sounds logical considering the name of the kindergarten is Aviv, a beautiful Hebrew word meaning spring. Today, Aviv has over 50 kids, the new generation of Tallinn Jews. The new community library opened its doors, offering the community members multifunctional and modern facilities, which included the library, a reading room, a place to study and hold classes, workshops, debates, discussions, and meetings with interesting guests. The new premises were named after the philanthropist Alexander Kovkin.